Hopefully you guys can hear me. I was having difficulties for a change. Hopefully you can hear me now. Let's see. Please let me know you can hear me. Anybody hear me? Is there anybody out there? Oh, that's my finger. Can you guys hear me? Hi, Megan. Can you guys hear me at all? Yes, you can hear me. Awesome, because YouTube was not able to hear me for some unknown reason. Let's see if we can get Nancy on here. Welcome to Wild Women with Wine, where we talk about everything that involves wine. No, just kidding. Karen, would you date a 30-year-old? Well, I'm in a relationship. Full disclosure, I'm an adult entertainment bot. You like that one? Would I date a 30-year-old? I mean, at some point in my life, I would have dated a 30-year-old. I'm not dating anybody right now. Does that answer your question? Sorta, kinda. I'm just waiting for Nancy here. What's everybody doing? Did you guys all have a nice Thanksgiving? Did you eat a lot of turkey? I love Thanksgiving. I think it's one of my favorite holidays because everybody, no matter what the religion or whatever, celebrates it here. Ah, there she is. Go live. The questions I got were, of course, nothing great. So hopefully you guys will have better questions. There she is.
Hi.
Hi. Welcome to Wild Women with Wine. I was having technical difficulties for a change because I had no sound.
Now. Again. Cheers. I poured
Cheers.
a bowl of wine tonight. I went to pour it and I thought I'll just finish it, and then it kept pouring. So we never know what's going to happen tonight.
I'm drinking butter.
I like
butter, baby.
Yeah, butter.
I like butter. Butter is better. Yeah.
I still have to buy the one that Brady recommended to us.
What was that?
I wrote it down. It's a complicated name, but he's been taking some wine classes, so he's got some good recommendations.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah.
Hi, Big Papa. Big Papa says, cheers, girls. Big Papa. If you're watching this, would you guys do us a favor? Go grab yourself a bottle of wine in a glass and pour yourself a big one, okay? Because it's been one hell of a week.
Cheers, Big Papa. That's what my oldest granddaughter nicknamed, or she named my father-in-law, because they call Mark Papa, so they called his dad Big Papa.
And my dad's name for the grandchildren was always Papa too.
Papa too?
So anytime I see Papa, I immediately go there and think, that's so sweet. That's my daddy.
I love
anyway, so I had questions today. They were, of course, so unusual. I mean, I've never had a question like this one before, and I'm sure you haven't either. It was, when it comes to size, how many inches do you prefer? We've never had a question like that.
No, gosh, that's, I don't know. I'll have to think.
Cheers, Ron. Yeah. So Rough Rider asked that, and he also asked, name a sexual fantasy you always wanted to try, but you were too scared to.
I've tried them all.
And yeah, it's hard to do that. Oh, don't forget about the badges. I bought the first badge. Don't forget to thank them.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Oh, he didn't say that. I guess Instagram said that. Ron?
Oh.
I appreciate that. Thank you. I was like, well, sorry. We do appreciate the badges. The badges are very sweet. Yeah, when we get together, we're going to spend all our badges in one time. We're just going to go hog wild.
Yeah, so maybe we should announce what we're doing on the 16th, huh?
Okay, why don't you go for it and announce it, since you've had such beautiful, it's a shame that you're not in marketing, because the beautiful, what is that called again? Graphic design, yeah, that's what it is. See what one glass of wine can do to you?
It's the only artistic outlet I have. That's it.
I mean, it's a good one. It's a very good one.
I don't do anything else. You know, I don't paint, I don't draw, I don't sing, I don't dance, I don't play an instrument. And I played piano for a while, but
Do you tell dirty jokes?
not very well. I mean,
Me neither. I suck at joke telling. I always screw it up. Sizes and everything, as long as the guy knows how to use it. That is true, Big
remember the
Papa.
joke. My delivery is usually pretty good, but then I got to remember it.
It has to be like 3 lines or less for me to deal with it. Anyway, back to the question of size isn't everything, as long as the guy knows how to use it. Thank you, Big Papa.
You know, it's a lot more about what's behind the beef.
What's behind the beef?
Yeah.
The balls. Mrs. L said it's a lot of fun watching, listening to the last episode of Sex Talk with My Mom. I like when you and Cam do with that show. I find it so wonderful that you two are so open and honest, and you do the whole thing in the fun, creative way. It's inspiring on the grounds that there is a lot of sex negativity in the world, and issues related to sex are still taboo. And as I say, taboos are immoral. Thank you, Mrs. Elva. I'd love to meet you one day. I appreciate that. That is very sweet. Yeah. And that is our mission, especially right now. I don't want to talk about politics, but we should go there at some point.
Yes, we have to.
Okay.
We have to use our platform.
Let's use our platform to discuss what the fuck is going on in this world. Couldn't debate me, so you shut me down? Oh. What the hell? Ha, 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 ha. I don't know what we're talking about here.
Is that on Instagram or is that on your YouTube?
Yeah, scroll down, you'll see it.
Mine kind of stopped doing anything. I'm stuck at Big Papa saying cheers, girls.
Oh, you're stuck. You better Venmo. Yeah, we Venmo. You can Venmo us. Anytime you want to Venmo us.
Yeah.
But you can Venmo me and I'll split it with Nancy. It's at Karen. Is it Karen Poter? Karen_Poter.
Yeah, what's happening? Women's rights to bodily autonomy, to the choice that we have over our own sexuality and reproduction is on the chopping block again.
Yeah, it's scary. It's real scary, and I don't think there's much we can do about it because it's all in the hands of that Supreme Court that was what we were all scared about happening.
Yeah. Yeah, it was
stacked. You know what? I came up with a solution. This is my solution.
What?
Tell me what you think.
Okay.
Just get more Supreme Court judges on the bench.
Well, that's been suggested.
Come on.
They've had a lot
if you're gonna play this game, play it right.
Right.
Have me and you join the bench.
Yeah, we'd take them to task. Yeah, but I mean, I just don't understand how a woman's right. There is absolutely nothing on the books anywhere in time that has determined what a man has to do with his body by the government. You know, the Republicans say they want government, big government, out of our lives. That's like getting into our lives in the most.
No, they want to let individual states. That's what they want. They want individual states to do this, so that some states will say, 6 weeks. In which case, people are going to have to travel, and most people cannot afford to travel to find someone that can give an abortion. It's just unbelievable.
Well, and people don't understand. Abortion has always been around. It will always be around. The reason that Roe v. Wade passed was partly because women were dying getting back alley abortion.
And that's what's going to start happening again, which is really scary. We have some people on YouTube weighing in here saying, it's from John from the UK. Wait. I saw Pat. Need new politicians that can work for the good of the American people and not the different party lines.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. I don't want to get vaccinated. My booty, my choice, right? Okay, so yeah, you can decide not to get vaccinated.
Yeah, nobody's going to force you to.
But people are forcing you to have a baby.
Right.
I mean, why do that? Why bring unwanted children into the world? We got too many right now.
Well, I mean, you're forcing a woman to birth. Has anybody watched The Handmaid's Tale? I mean, this is
what it is. It is like a fucking freaky Handmaid's Tale.
Yeah.
It is like bizarre how scary it is.
Red things or gray dresses. I mean, it's absurd. Do
you remember that movie about the back in the day? I forgot the name of the movie, but it was it showed about a girl going to get abortions in the back alley. It was horrible. I just remember that it was so horrifying to think that someone's going to make you do that.
Yeah.
Anyway, but bleh.
Okay.
Pat's saying we need women's rights for their own bodies. Keep the government out of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Brady, thank you for the
thing is, it shouldn't even be a question. Why are women's rights even being debated? It's like
I could just say,
it's
how would
just
you?
our right.
Can you imagine if you told a guy, you know what, you must have a baby? They would say, "Fuck you! I'm not having a baby."
I'm going to push. I've already written to AOC and some of the other representatives. I'm pushing for mandatory vasectomies for 15-year-old boys.
You know, I'm
what's the difference?
I'm watching.
We're going to force a 15-year-old girl to have a baby, or a 10-year-old girl, or a 9-year-old girl.
But it also affects men too. I mean, it's their half of their sperm is in, and maybe they don't want to have babies.
Well, they know. Somebody said, well, women just need to stop to close their legs if they don't want to, get pregnant, have an abortion.
But it's for rape victims too.
Well, but the reality is, our orgasms as women have never ever impregnated us.
Yeah.
Our orgasms don't make anybody pregnant. It's a male's orgasm that creates the pregnancy.
Right. Steve, the archaeologist, 4991, says the government has no right to tell a woman she has the right. It's not her body. The child inside her isn't her body. The woman is only carried. Forcing you to have a baby, population control. What?
I don't understand at all what that meant. But
Steve, the archaeologist, we don't agree with you.
Yeah. Well, if you're saying that baby has rights,
it's not a woman's right.
No, it is a woman's right, because that baby, it's not a baby, it's a fetus, it's cells. It's like do your sperm have rights?
Well, it's all about viability. I mean, the baby cannot live. It's not a baby because it can't live unassisted. So that means it's not a baby.
Okay, and so let's flip it around. If we're going to say that fetus has rights, it also should be getting child support at conception.
Right, and it won't.
Or as soon as, but that's what we're going to go for.
Right, and then the other thing that I found really scary, so I was listening to a podcast today about how, I forgot what they call it, but basically that they have to give birth to this baby and then have places where they'll raise the baby. It's just bizarre. See, what about adoption? Who are you to tell anybody what to do with their children that are unborn? They're not children, dum-dum. Sorry.
What do you mean?
I shouldn't call them dum-dum.
Who are we?
People started to follow me, by the way, Juno.
Right. I mean, you're right. The government has no business telling a woman what to do with her body. Right.
And it says, I've noticed that people who want abortion were born. Oh, man, this guy's on a tear. You know what?
As far as I'm concerned, unless men just are going to support women, they just need to shut up, because we don't care what they think. It is not about their body. Their rights are not being taken away. But their rights aren't being taken away. You watch them scream when we start talking about their mandatory vasectomies.
Yep.
You watch them scream. They will scream.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. I decided this may be not the best platform because people are coming here for uplifting thoughts, and I think we're at a standstill with the couple people on here that are being rude. And I'm not
but that's a good way to weed people out that we don't really want on our platforms anyway.
All right, so I got to get rid of Stephen, the archaeologist.
Yeah.
Stephen, if you can't be a little more open-minded, then we aren't going to be open-minded either. Child inside a woman's body isn't her choice to make.
If a man
body.
Can't just be supportive of how women feel about this, since it only affects women, then honestly, they just really need to shut up.
That's what Go Ask Val said. He or she said, amen on the shut up. This is the woman's issue.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Shut up those you don't agree with. All right, Steve, I'm not saying that I'm going to shut you up. I'm just going to ask you to be a little more open-minded, that we're not saying that you should abort a live baby. We're just saying
nobody's aborting children.
No one's killing children. Can't wait to meet Karenlee and Nancy. Thank you, Stephen. Anyway.
Okay, so one of the other things we were going to talk about.
I'm sorry. Steve, the archaeologist, please stop.
Just get rid of him.
All right. Sorry, Steve. I have to get
Zero
rid.
tolerance.
Yeah, I mean.
Not worth it.
I got to get rid of you. Sorry.
Tell him to go dig some dirt.
Yeah. I had to get rid of him. All right. I really like the post of Dr. Nancy's Instagram that said consent on sex doesn't mean consent on pregnancy.
Right. Right.
I know. It's true.
No, it doesn't. And if men are so against abortion, then they shouldn't have sex with a woman that hasn't consented to pregnancy and becoming a mother.
Well, that's another thing. I mean,
let's flip it around. You better ask her, because it's only his sperm that are going to make her pregnant, not her egg, right? She can have her eggs all day long without that sperm, nothing's happening. Well, so if he's going to inject his sperm into her body, then he better have consent. He better understand how she feels about abortion, becoming a mother, and have consent.
I actually think that's a very good idea anyway, for any person having sex. I think you should discuss, if you can get pregnant, what do you plan to do? I know. Look at all the hearts. Thank you for all the hearts.
These asshole men out there, I keep blaming women. Shut your legs. Quit giving it. I mean, they slut shame women every time we talk about abortion, and it's like nobody's saying to them, who do you think is impregnating her?
Well, I
it's
mean,
not other girls.
It's just something that's already been from, when was it, 70s or even less, earlier? When was Roe v. Wade? Yeah. 70s. This has already been discussed. We're done. It's over. Right. It should not have been brought up again because some idiot decides to rig the Supreme Court with Republican pieces of what.
And if you look at the story behind this movement in the Republican Party, it has nothing to do with babies. It has everything to do with church and taxes. Yeah. And the evangelicals got a hold of the Republicans, and they used the abortion issue as an emotional trigger to get people to vote Republican.
Yeah.
Because the Republicans
I don't know how this happened anyway. We've managed to go backwards instead of forwards in time. I mean, we were much more liberal-minded a few years ago. Why would we go backwards to be more conservative and more
you think about the
uptight?
The 60s and 70s, I mean, sex education was very sex positive. It was one of the best books was written in the late 60s, early 70s about teaching, well, that one too, but teaching teens about mutual masturbation instead of penetrative sex. Yeah. So that they could learn about pleasure and consent. I mean, we have gone, and then Bush came into office and went all abstinence only programs. Right. And that unscrewed us, Right. It really messed the whole country up. We're so backwards. We're so backwards compared to many other countries around the world. And
it's sad because the people that are going to really lose out are the ones who can't afford to go to travel to other places to get these abortions. And we're going to have a lot of people that are ruining their own lives because of this. I mean, the fact is that they are. Where was the last one that I forgot what state it was, because I had a glass of wine, that they said 6 weeks and you have to go somewhere else. Well,
that's Texas.
Oh, Texas. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Texas.
Yeah.
Maybe male child support starts at the same time that abortion can no longer be done by their logic.
Exactly.
Thank you, Pat.
Yep. I think that's the way it's going to have to go
But it's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. So we just have to nip this in the bud.
Well, but we just need to vote a hell of a lot more women into power positions.
Well, I don't know. Amy Barrett, whatever her name is
liberal women without evangelical background. I mean, she comes from religious culture that's very much Handmaid's Tale-ish.
Yeah. It's just frightening that people do that. Amanda Palmer did a great show with abortion rights at the theme. I highly recommend looking up her story and videos. Thank you, Megan. We will do that.
What was it called?
Amanda Palmer. The latest Supreme Court justice is a woman. We know that that's what we're talking about, Ron. That's what's upsetting.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I would love to dig the dirt up on all of these people that are voting against abortion.
I want to dig the dirt
to find out how many abortions they've paid for.
I would like to know when Judge Kavanaugh decided to have his way with that the couple of girls, if he had impregnated them. I would love to have that come out to find out if any of them got pregnant.
Oh gosh, yeah.
He's right there denying
he's such a rapist. I mean, there's no doubt about it that he's a predator, and he's Supreme Court justice. Of course, we've got Clarence Thomas too.
Yeah, another one.
Yeah.
Bob is saying Rohypnol in the evening. RU 486 in the morning. I'm sure that means something, but I'm not getting it.
I don't know.
Okay, so should we go back to our wonderful questions of the day?
Yeah, let's get another question.
We had some just incredible questions. Do you watch man masturbate?
Like
I don't know
or
I don't know what that
do
meant.
do you want to watch him masturbate? Maybe it's asking.
I maybe just wants to know, taking a poll about women, do they watch men masturbate? Mr. Bean is in the house. Mr. Bean, what do you think about watching men masturbate with sheep?
So how much would you charge to watch a guy masturbate?
How much would I charge?
Uh-huh.
I don't tend to do that kind of thing.
I know you don't, but
if I did,
we're talking about the movie, the Indecent Proposal.
Indecent Proposal. If someone said to me, Karen, you need to decide what you're like, because the truth is that if someone gave me $1 million, I probably would have sex with them, but maybe not for $800,000.
Would you for $1 million? Would you have sex with Donald Trump?
I think we discussed this already.
Did we?
I think we did, and I think it was a lot of money. It was way more than $1 million. $1 million, I don't think I don't think I could do it for $1 million. And money doesn't.
No, because the taxes on it would be like $400,000.
No, then I'd be down to like $500,000, and it's just not worth it.
No, you gotta have a net.
Mr. Bean would like to know: do I watch sheep masturbate? Hell no.
How do sheep masturbate?
I don't know, but he said he doesn't watch them masturbate. Do you masturbate to sheep? Well, what about you, man? What would it take for you to watch a man masturbate?
Well, if I didn't know him,
yes,
I've watched a man masturbate, and I've enjoyed it.
I've watched many men masturbate.
Yes. So I think in a couple or a partnering, or if you're sexually involved with somebody, watching each other masturbate is incredible learning, right? Incredible.
Yeah.
But just to watch a stranger masturbate, 50 million.
It cost you 50 million to watch a stranger masturbate? I'd watch for 50,000. Well, who cares? I think half the time people on this
you can't unsee.
But people on this stream are probably masturbating right now. One time I was on and they said, "Can you just stay on for 2 more minutes on TikTok?" And I said, "Okay, I'll stay on for 2 more minutes as long as I don't."
Did they pay you anything?
I got nothing. The other day, the last time I did a live stream on TikTok, I made 4 cents. I swear to you, it literally
wow.
It made him. Karen would watch for $50. For $50, no, I don't think I'm not into watching men masturbate for $50. But if the money is right there and it's a good money, it's gotta be a lot of money. I'll watch. And probably, I'm hoping it would go quick.
Well, there's ways to make it go quicker.
Being paid to watch men masturbate, talk about a money shot. Ooh, Woo, Megan, that is good. I mean, I've watched porn, so I watch men masturbate all the time, so it's not a big deal to me.
Yeah. Okay. So what's the next question?
Next question. Oh my God. I think that was it. Let me see.
Okay. So I put out there that we were going to talk about some cougar myths.
Oh, cougar myths. Yes, cougar myths.
Yeah. So
yes. Okay. I'll go first.
You do it because you've written the book. Okay.
I wrote the book. Men think that they have to have a lot of money to, be with an older woman, and that is completely false. It's like the opposite, actually. I think that to be with younger women, they might want you to have the money because they think that they're going to be, obligated in some way to take care of you for the rest of your life or something like that. But as far as that's concerned, I'm going with, you don't need a lot of money. You just have to be honest. Don't start taking that on the first date, to some place that's not in your price range, because then you're stuck and you're living a lie. So that would be my first myth. You don't need a lot of money to have any kind of relationship with an older woman. What would your next myth be?
I think one of the things that I've seen is that there's a myth that all cougars are alike in some way.
Right.
That a cougar is like a species, and that all the cougars are alike. And
right. It's insane.
And that when they ask you or I or some other person, we can speak for the collective cougars. It's like, no, they're women. So,
well, I think of it's like snowflakes. All the snowflakes are this different. You're never going to find the same snowflake. You're not going to find the same. I take all my dates to Red Lobster, then dine and dash. Good one, Bob.
Well,
the
older you go, the earlier you go to dinner, right?
But anyway, I agree. Everyone is different, and there's no two women that are ever going to be alike. And that's why, again, myth number 3, that you need to have all older women like to have sex a certain way. Obviously, that's false too.
Yeah. And the other one I was thinking of was that all cougars only like younger men.
Right. You know what? It's interesting because I talked to a gay guy, and he was with a partner for many years, and he said, if I broke up with my partner, I don't know that I'd be with a guy the next time. Thank you for following me, Miss Sunstress. He said I might be with a woman next time. So I think what happens is that
that's awesome.
I think it's important just to think about like who you're with at the time and why you're with that person. I do think that some people have younger spirits. Like I'm a very young spirited person, so I would have a hard time being with some guy who was like older, who was just like kind of like set in their ways. I mean, I have friends who get allowances from their husbands.
Oh hell no! Oh hell no!
Thank you, Mr. Bean, for buying a badge.
Oh, I am stuck. Can you? Am I moving at all? Because my
You're moving. We got a lot of stuff going on here.
I haven't moved since Big Papa said, "Cheers, girls."
All right. Well, we got our favorite
question
of the day. We never get this question either. I don't know what's more popular as far as questions: the penis size question, or what's the youngest age difference you'd entertain? Enjoying the show.
That's a different way to put it, though.
Yes, he said enjoying the show. But what is the youngest age difference?
Different. Most people just ask, "What's how young will you go?" Not the age difference.
Yeah. I don't know.
Do you have a limit?
It's so hard to make a statement because I really believe that every person has. You're attracted to whatever, and maybe I mean, I'm with someone for almost 14 years. God save my soul. But if I was single again, like I was, when my husband passed away, I just kept finding that I was more attracted to younger men because of a lot of issues too. Like a lot of younger men are not interested in having they want to focus on other things like their career or friends or whatever. And they don't want to have like an intense relationship where it's, you know, a traditional relationship. So sometimes that works better at certain passages in our lives.
Yeah, and I think every human is different. So I think that's the thing that maybe people don't, because remember, what does cougar stand for?
Confident, older, unique, genuine, assertive, and racy woman.
And nowhere in there does it say who only likes young guys.
Who only likes young guys.
So
Not at all.
I think it's more that that a woman that would identify as a cougar, or that might be in that category, is just a much more vivacious, moving and shaking kind of woman.
And like
that,
more like open-minded and
yeah,
more,
it's an energy, right?
It's an energy.
Yeah.
It's an energy. It's an adventuresome quality that,
Yeah.
you know, it really depends on, you know, each individual person. Are cougars on the prowl? Why do we have to give it a name? Candy. We're not on the prowl, but I've reinvented the word to be the confident, older, unique, genuine, assertive, racy woman. Right now, I add adventuresome.
Yeah.
I would add adventuresome.
Yeah.
Okay, so Mr. Bean would like you to know that he masturbates wherever a hot woman may be, and that I'm hot, a bucking young stud here. Thank you for that, Mr. Bean. So are the Real Wives considered cougars, the Real Housewives? I don't watch that show at all, but tell us more about it and we'll let you know. Mrs. Ells, what is the biggest deal breaker on a date? Speaking for myself, I think if I had to put it in one word, it would be narrow-mindedness. That would be, yes. That's what I'm talking about, Mrs. L5.
Yeah.
Narrow-mindedness. And also another deal breaker is someone who just doesn't listen and only talks about themselves. It's disgusting.
Yeah. And really bad manners.
Or treats if you're on a date and they treat the wait staff poorly, it really
I would walk out. I would leave. I would just say, clearly you're not somebody that I would want to spend another minute with, because you're rude, and I would leave. Yeah. You need to go to anger management.
I've done other videos on TikTok specifically about bad first dates, and one of the things that I remember that I've gone through is a guy that talks poorly about their ex-wife, like calling them "see you next Tuesday" and all that kind of stuff. I don't like that, because, you know, a lot of times they've had children with that person, and I just don't think that's a classy thing to do. You know, no matter how bad you felt you were treated or whatever, I just don't think putting other people down is a good idea. Bring her to Taco Bell is a major deal breaker. What, Mr.
Not necessarily if she likes Taco Bell.
Yeah, when I was pregnant, I had such an urge for guacamole.
Hey, when I was 19, Taco Bell was like a fun night out.
A deal breaker is for bitterness and negative comments. That's what I'm talking about, Brady.
Yeah.
Karen, major deal breaker, no visible bulge. No, I don't think that. I think that's not a deal breaker, because sometimes you're a shower, not a grower.
So this is somebody that still
grower, not a shower.
But this is somebody that still thinks it's all about their penis.
Bob, it's not all about your dick, okay?
No,
sorry.
That's for you, not everybody else.
I wish I could help men about that, because I had a guy who was a Patreon member of mine, one of my first patrons from back 12 years ago, and he's not anymore, because he was upset with me for saying something about dick size, and I'm like, listen, I don't think size matters. And he had a very, very small dick, and I'm like, it doesn't matter. Stop. I just wish I could somehow like wrap my arms around him and say, it doesn't matter. Stop thinking so much about your dick, because you can be like a very good pleaser.
Absolutely. Well, and I'll use this opportunity to say to men, if men knew that women have orgasms with clitoral stimulation, if you're not stimulating the clitoris, doesn't matter what you put in the vagina, she's not going to have an orgasm.
Right. You can have what the most ideal dick is, but if you don't work on her and help her and achieve the sensation.
It starts here between the temples, and then it moves down the body. So there's just a lot. There's just a lot that you need to do. That it's
How
not
much?
just
How
about.
much you think is up here?
It's not about this.
How much do you think is up here, and how much do you think is down there?
Me?
What's the percentage? Yes.
I think it's like 99% here, 1% down there.
99% up here.
Yeah. Because
Not how big your dick
if your
is.
head's not in the game, you're thinking about something stressful or something you have to do. Your mind is not 100% there. Your body goes numb. It's like there's no response.
Oh yeah. Sometimes you just can't. Especially if you're just like, you know, got done doing a laundry or something, and you can't seem to get your mind on.
Right.
Big Buddy says, what matters is how much a woman is turned on about you starts with the mind.
Yes.
Big Buddy.
Yes.
First of all, I'd like to say that not only did my dad come to me and Big Papa, Big Buddy, Buddy was his nickname.
That's right.
And also the name of my dog Buddy over here. And we got Big Buddy coming in strong at saying that what matters is how much a woman is turned on. Thank you, Big Buddy.
And she'll be much more turned on by you if you're kind and if you're loving.
Mr. Bean just said, I have a big brain and a small penis.
Thanks for sharing that with us, Mr. Bean.
Thank you. Mr. Bean, I was very concerned about what you used when you were on sheep, and now I know.
Well, thank goodness the sheep are not getting a big schlong.
You've never been thrown out of bed by a sheep, right, Mr. Bean? Never.
Oh my God.
What? Oh my God. Anyway, Mrs. Elf, thank you for that question about deal breakers on a date, because I just literally did a whole video about it. I forgot the rest of the deal breakers, but there's a lot I had a lot.
So my youngest daughter, she really should have written a book about her dating through the years.
Oh, I did. I literally did. I wrote the book. Bad First Dates Over 40.
She would name these guys. And I don't want to blow her cover, but she would name these guys based on either where they were from or something that happened during the date. These are usually just one daters, right?
Literally, I think it's in my phone is still all of my nicknames for guys, like guys I met here, guys who did this. I mean, some of these, sometimes I told you, did you have a really bad first date? Because I've had many.
You know, I haven't dated for so long. I mean, I haven't dated. I got on a date with somebody that I didn't know for so long. I don't know. I wouldn't even know where to start.
Well, I started, unfortunately, and I had some really horrifying first dates. One guy had a baby blanket in the car. That was not good. Because it wasn't his daughter's, it was his. What kind of face is that?
Oh.
Wait.
An honest face.
Bob just said, now we know where we got the name Mr. Bean.
He has a clitoris.
Mr. Bean. Okay. Anyway, when the guy said he had a baby blanket in the car, and then we go into the restaurant, he picked me up, which I normally don't allow. We go in the restaurant, we're at a bar, like I'm with the high top stools. He sticks his legs on top of mine. Ew.
Oh, what?
Right. And then he proceeded to tell me how his ex-wife made a lot of money as a prostitute, and I could make like 10 grand a month if I played my cards right.
Oh
that was not a good first date.
No. So my youngest daughter went out with a guy that he had like a little soul patch.
Yeah.
She always met him for coffee first. And the first time it was a coffee, and she'd always get it to go. That was her routine.
It's a good idea.
Yeah. And so she's sitting there, and he got a scone or something, and he was eating, and all this food was collecting in his little soul patch. Oh. And she just had a hard time concentrating on anything else, so she nicknamed him Soul Patch Snack Pack.
Oh.
So man, if you're eating and you have facial hair, use your napkin to wipe your face after you take a bite.
Oh my God.
Oh, dear Lord.
Okay. Machiavelli Brian said, I will always support you, Karenlee. And Dr. Nancy, thank you. We appreciate that. If you want to support us, join us on Patreon. This is a commercial break for patreon.com/Karenlee or patreon.com/Dr. Nancy, because both of those platforms help us out a lot. And and you can message us. You can actually, like right here, you don't really get oh, look who's here. Say hi.
Hi.
Hello.
So you can message us and ask us specific questions.
Yeah.
Which you can't get otherwise.
And I've been a lot more active on my Patreon, and I created a video, a little film.
Very sexy film.
It was a sexy film called The Cougar.
Oh.
And there's a shout out to Karenlee in there.
Yes, there is.
It's like a 14-minute short film.
And if you want to see it, go to patreon.com.
But you have to be a patron to see it. I'm not putting it out there. So, and I've been putting a lot more of my nearly naked yoga videos and pictures and things on there. So
hint, hint. If you want to see it, you got to join it.
Well, it's about supporting my art, right? This is Mark's art in creating film. And
so you are artistic. Why do you say you're not artistic?
Well, but I don't like draw. I don't do art like when you say art, like I imagine art, you know.
All right, Mr. Bean, that was Dee's, not Cam, first of all. The guy who walked in is my boyfriend. He walked in and he walked out because he's camera shy.
I have to sneeze.
Bless you. Bob says, when I call Karen, her phone says young Bobby Sherman lookalike. Ooh, that's not a bad thing. Here we go. Here, Mr. Bean said he has a mangina.
Oh, it's okay.
He has a mangina.
That's okay. Manginas are lean love too.
Well, manginas are awesome. I joined to see that movie. Oh, everybody wants to see a movie. Please join Dr. Nancy's Patreon. And thank you, Brady, for joining my Patreon. That was very sweet of you. I really appreciate it.
You shamed him last time we were on.
Last time I called him out on that.
Poor Brady.
Yeah, I mean, what the hell? He meets me. He joins my Patreon. He meets Nancy. He leaves me, joins Nancy's Patreon. Now I call him out. He joined me again. So I appreciate that. No, we're just kidding, you guys. We support each other.
I know you do too, but I have the best patrons on my Patreon.
No, I have the best patrons.
No,
I have patrons from like 2012.
Well, I haven't been on Patreon that long because it took you forever to convince me to do it. But
yeah, Patreon is it is and we want one for Sex Talk with my mom as well. It is a really good way to support creators, and you don't have. I feel no obligation to put sexy pictures up there, although for the high rollers there are a little bit more revealing. But still, I just feel like it's a nice way to support us.
Well, I don't feel obligated, but that's where I feel comfortable doing it now.
Right, because you know that like people won't like report you like on Instagram or
right.
Big Buddy started following me. Thank you, Big Buddy.
In Instagram and Facebook and all those, it's so inconsistent. Like you can put something out that seems
I was afraid. I was going to say, why don't we go on TikTok? But I'm scared that I'll be canceled in 2 seconds. But should we try it anyway?
Let's do it.
All right, we're going on TikTok. Let's see how long this lasts. Now, on TikTok, we have to make fictitious names for things such as eggplant.
Like schlong.
No, you can't say schlong. No, you can't say schlong. You got to say eggplant. Or you can say, you can say
Schmex.
No, you can't. Don't do that either. You can say
Whoopee.
clam or clam.
Eggplant.
Or eggplant.
Eggplant, whoopee.
And you can say whoopee. All right, here we go. Let's see what happens.
And
15-minute calls are great. Oh, I used to do 15-minute calls on Patreon for my higher rollers. But again,
hey,
I stopped doing all that because I got too busy. Hope you are doing well. Thank you, Adam.
I have an idea.
Schmeckle. Thank you, Rick.
Schmeckle?
Schmeckle. I don't know. Wait, buddy, stop doing that or I'm going to bite your schmeckle. What's going on?
Is he doing that sheep thing?
Buddy, what are you looking for? He hides his bones and then he can't find them.
Is that code?
No, he's no, it's not code. He literally hides his bones. Oh, he found his bone. That's your bone.
So
That's your bone.
I have an idea.
What's your idea?
So Karen and I.
Wait 1 second. I'm grabbing this bone. All right.
It's like herding cats. So on December 16th.
Yes,
Karen and I will be live together.
We're going to be live.
Yes.
December 16th. Live.
For our
holiday together.
Our holiday show.
We are both going to be wearing Santa hats.
Okay. I have some really cute like reindeer headbands, so I can bring reindeer headbands. I'll remember to do that.
Okay.
And
I got a special surprise for you. A little sneaky freak surprise.
Oh, well, I have a surprise for you too.
Oh my goodness.
I've been scheming.
He's always trying to one-up me with the surprises. Last year you got me an unbelievable wine long sleeve cozy shirt.
Maybe we should wear those.
Oh, let's do it.
Okay.
Buddy, stop doing whatever you're doing.
But what I was thinking is maybe after our Instagram, we could offer our patrons a special, I could bring my computer, you could bring yours, and we could do a dueling 30-minute holiday celebration Patreon party.
All right, you guys, you heard it. You want to see us? You got to join our Patreon. Patreon.com/Karenlee, Patreon.com/Dr. Nancy. And you guys can be part of our special
And for
night.
our patrons, we will answer anything.
Oh my God. Okay. What is going on here with you?
I lost her.
Yeah, because I have this. Look what I've got.
Oh, little troublemaker.
It looks like a mop, but it's actually
it looks like you've got a cleaning supply.
It's a mop. It's a dog/mop.
We'll pause.
I'll wear my Santa hat and my shiny nose. Oh, thank you, Mr. Bean. We would love to see that. Bob's commenting on my ass. I didn't realize I showed my ass to like YouTube, Instagram, and possibly TikTok.
Hey,
hello,
so
everyone on TikTok.
You've done the lives on Patreon. Is it like a Zoom so we can see everybody?
Yes. I think we did Zoom.
Okay, so I think
Mr. Bean would like to know if he can bring his little stubby. You can bring your little stubby.
So we'll do a Zoom party. So our patrons will be receiving an invitation.
Oh,
for the 16th.
Yeah, we're gonna do a little invitation.
Yeah.
I got more porn going on here. I gotta get rid of.
Who's doing porn over there?
It's the YouTube. I gotta get rid of that. Oh my goodness, it's so hard to deal with this. I need a moderator.
Yeah, YouTube people can be crude.
No, they're nice people in general. Just you get an occasional, you know what?
Yeah.
Occasional spammer. Anywho, all right. Karenlee, your puppy reminds me of Trump's toupee.
So do you have any other cougar myths that you'd like to debunk tonight?
Yes, last minute cougar myths. Do we have any? Yes. I think our main myth is that cougars are predators.
Oh.
When I was single, I never found that to be the case. I thought it was quite the opposite. I think it was more in line with the guys. I was like shocked that younger guys would be approaching me. Completely shocked. I was thinking, what were they doing? How they have the nerve to walk up and like say crazy stuff to me? But that's what I found.
Well, and I think for a woman that's more mature, who's been around the block or two, to have a younger man approach in a respectful, interesting way
Mm-hmm.
just reeks of confidence,
Right. I
right?
agree.
It's like
Totally.
there's just something about that that's attractive right out of the chute.
Right.
Like you
If
have
if a
you
guy
have
has the
you have
confidence to walk up and
courage.
yeah, if a
Yeah,
guy has the confidence to walk up and say hello to me, and
yeah,
whatever it is that the next line would be, which is maybe it might be, how do you like this music, or what do you think of the game that you're watching on TV, or anything. It's just
yeah.
always nice to.
Note to the guys. Don't go up and say, "So how young do you go?"
Or when's the last time that you made whoopee?
Yeah. What's the youngest that you've had? Or,
Adam is saying, on Halloween, a lovely older lady and I went to the club dressed as hookers. We had an amazing time. What happened? And at our home afterwards. Thanks for your advice. It works. Thank you, Adam. I'm glad to hear that works, and it sounds like a fun time.
that would be fun.
That sounds fun to me. I finally had a
So
very
let me
sexy,
just do a
beautiful
little
cougar
plug for
on scripted.
hedonism here.
Hmm?
Hedonism has theme nights, right? Every night's a theme
Oh,
night. And they've been the same for years. And so, if for people that go year after year after year, it
they
can be
have their
kind of like,
costumes.
huh?
You got your costumes. Do they wear
Well,
the
that's
same costume?
true, but it gets a little boring. I mean,
Really?
I've been 42 times. So it's like, and I mean, and I'm one of the young ones. There have been people that have been there 150 times. So,
Have any of you guys ever been to hedonism? I've never been, but it sure
okay.
sounds like a lot of fun. I've been to Wild Women's Night at a private ski club.
That sounds like fun.
That got kind of wild.
So I want to read you
Mainly me getting kind of
their new
wild.
theme nights. So they split them up into quarters. So January 1st through March 31st. Monday, tropical stimulation. Tuesday, glow rave. Wednesday, fetish leather and lingerie.
Did you pick these?
No, this is Hito. They just announced it. Thursday, casino night. Friday, rockstar gala. Saturday, zoodonism. So sexy
Woo!
animal. Sunday, saints and sinners. And then starting in April, Monday's Jamaica night. Tuesday's body art glow. Wednesday's neo-Victorian fetish fantasy. Thursday's casino. Friday's rockstar. Saturday, around the world. Travel to one of your favorite places and that night and doll it up. And then Sunday
Thank you,
is
Dempsey.
wild western.
Wild
And
Western.
then there's some of the other ones are flower power, seven deadly sins,
I like the Seven Deadly Sins.
EDM glow, mermaids love semen.
Oh my God. Wait, you're trying to, okay. Back to TikTok. How you doing there? Hedonism events are best LA for swingers.
Not just for
TikTok,
swingers.
press the like this my face so we get more people on here because we don't have that many people on here. So if you press that,
So the thing is, hedonism is not a swingers resort.
no,
So
not at all.
so people think that it's just for swingers, and it's really for people that just want a sexier life.
It's really for people who just don't want to walk. They just want to walk around nude.
Or not, or watch other people walk around nude, or dress up in these sexy costumes at night. You don't have to be naked to be there.
Thank you to Dempsey for the badge.
Oh, I'm so bummed that I can't see anybody that's on here tonight.
Well, there's a lot of people on. There's 9.
I see,
And
mine
we got,
says, yeah.
and again, if you
Hi,
put like
Dempsey. I can't
hearts
see
like
you that you're
this,
here.
if you push the face and put hearts down, you'll see more people like that. Okay, are you interested in
So
swinging?
Dempsey,
No.
Dempsey, we need to get together with him when I'm down, because he's the writer.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
We like writers. Thank you for followed by the host joining us. Okay. we are running out of time, but I want to say that I love you guys and I missed you last week. But we will be doing 2 shows next week, Tuesday and Thursday, right?
No, because Thursday you're busy next week. So we're doing Tuesday.
Okay. Like I said, we're going to do 1 show next week, but I'm also doing a Thursday show. I think I'm doing a Patreon show on Wednesday. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Anyway, you guys just have to follow me and I'll let you know what's going on.
Next week is the 9th and you are busy.
Right, I am busy.
So we're going
to see the Go-Go's.
We're going to do our show on the 7th.
We're going to be on the 7th. So if you enjoy this show, check us out on the 7th.
And then on the 16th is our holiday show.
And the 16th is our holiday show. Thank you, Karenlee, for sharing this video tonight. Oh, so sweet.
Love it.
On the 7th, yes. Thank you. We have Patreon show for Sex Talk with My Mom coming up. I forgot what day that is, but if you... Don't ask me when I had an entire glass of wine what day these things are. This is too confusing.
We should put a schedule.
Yeah, there should be a schedule. I have a little baby on me right now.
Yes. So you'll have to check out a new app I got that makes my posts on Instagram move. So check out the last 2 posts I did.
I noticed that you are very talented. You are a graphic designer at heart.
That's my outlet. So anyway.
Oh, thank you, Megan, for telling us when the Sex Talk with My Mom Patreon show is. It's on the 7th.
You
guys.
You need Megan in your life.
Megan is the captain. She is the one. I mean, I expected this. So on the 7th, I believe it's at 5, but I'm not 100% sure. We're doing a Sex Talk with My Mom Patreon show. And what we do on that is we have a live Zoom. We play games. We have a lot of fun.
The 7th?
Megan
that's the night we were going to do our show. What?
Right, because I think we're at 6.
Okay. So
and that's going to be on first.
Okay.
The blue-haired girl, thank you for reminding me. You know, it's so
Megan,
funny.
keep her straight.
Megan is the captain. I don't know how she's everywhere at all times, but she is right on all the time.
Love it.
Amazing. I am never on. I'm always on the wrong time because I am ADD to the max, but whatever. We all have our strengths.
We all do. Well, thanks for the fun time.
Yeah, you guys, if there's anything you want us to discuss, please let us know. We have no idea what you guys like or what you don't like, so it'd be great if you would let us know. And you can reach us. Nancy, where can they reach you?
Dr. Nancy Sutton Pierce, everywhere, like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and LinkedIn.
Wine
Patreon,
groups everywhere.
Everywhere.
Same with me. It's Karenlee Poter everywhere. Sex Talk with My Mom is my podcast. Check it out. Thank you, Megan. You're the sweetest. And yeah, I have TikTok. I'm going crazy. Wait, the TikTok universe is officially. What happened here? Okay, never mind. We're still on. We love you guys, and hope to see you soon.
Yes. So be kind and
be kind. Be kind.
Vote for people that actually believe in human rights. Please vote, vote, vote.
Love you.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Thank you for everyone who got badges today. I appreciate that.
Oh yeah, so kind.
Very kind.
Yeah. Love you,
Love
Karen.
you. Love you, Nance.
Bye.